Hello, angel babies. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Trisha, and this is Trisha's Temple. I am looking a little bit sickly today, which is because I am. The premise, I guess, of today's video is your relationship with the words procrastination and lazy, and on the alternative side, discipline and productivity are changing. That maybe in the past you felt like your worth was tied to how productive you are, how fast you could accomplish something, how well you could get yourself how quickly you could get yourself to just like get out of bed and do all the tasks on your list. And I think that is shifting for you now, and you're realizing that the cycles that you're moving through matter, that your internal winter is just as meaningful and significant as the summer and the fall and the spring. And now that you are honoring all of your seasons, your full weather map as well, it's making for this really beautiful and complete story of who you are as a person. And it's also giving permission to people around you to explore more of who they are as well. First, I want to look at how I have to take this one a little slowly today because I'm feeling a little bit dizzy, but I still really wanted to do this video. Your internal experience is a compass for you, and you're listening more closely. And I want to tune into what those words, procrastination, lazy, how that's shifting for you. Maybe you are giving them new meaning, or maybe you're completely scrapping them and coming up with something new. Okay, let's see. This is the one. Oh, okay. We have 9 of Boons. These are really beautiful. This is Your Path Through the Enchanted Forest of Enchantment Tarot by Lunea Weatherstone. 9 of Boons. Okay, let me clarify which one the boons are. This is just a really lovely card. We have challenges and spells and boons. Okay, here we go. Come back. We have visions. I love how every artist has their own interpretation. And it gives us like more insight into these cards. Okay. Tiny things live in the forest. Be careful where you step and look sideways for glimpses of movement. You might spy something like this charming little nook inside a tree stump, where a brownie has made her home. Brownies are sociable as a rule, but this tiny lady finds her happiness in living alone. While town brownies are known for making themselves useful in human homes, in exchange for offering of milk and porridge, this brownie prefers to tend her own house and preserve her independence. So she moved to the forest, away from gossip and curiosity and unwanted suitors. Here she can have everything just so, with no interference. Her companion is a hummingbird, hawk moth, with whom she shares a love of periwinkles and sweet berries. This card is about home as sanctuary, the place where you gather your strength. Some of your most contented moments are when you are alone in your own nest. There are sacrifices in choosing to be solitary, and loneliness can be the price paid for freedom. It takes a strong character to find a healthy balance between solitude and society. Meaning at a glance: independence, happiness in solitude, domestic prosperity, taking care of yourself. A closer look: brownies are often fond of brooms. Leave a tiny broom in a corner of your home if you want their help, or leave one in the woods for a forest brownie. So a couple messages I feel like are coming through with this card is that you are slowing down on everything that you're doing. So whether that is like a walk that you're going on and you're actually noticing the nests in the trees that the birds have made, or the little alcoves that you can go explore, that your life is feeling a lot more like an exploration, and that you're turning it into your home. You're creating rituals and opportunities of magical fulfillment in the day-to-day. Things that might seem mundane or ordinary to somebody else feel like the most meaningful and magical to you. Things like making a nice meal, or even making your bed, become your magic. And it's making me think of this part in the movie Eat, Pray, Love, where it's like the joy of doing nothing. And the main actress, the main character, she like sits down on a mat, just like a yoga mat or something, and she has like her spread of food, and she's just sitting there like reading a magazine or a newspaper or something. And it's not so much what she's doing, but the way she's doing it. And I think that that is something that you are really embracing in this season of your life, that perhaps you have done those types of things before, where you've just like sat there and done nothing, but now the way that you're doing it feels a lot richer and more like truly restful to you, where you're able to just relish in the fact that you don't have to be anywhere or go do a million things right now, that you can just sit and enjoy the book that you want to read, or work on your little sewing project, or whatever it is that is enjoyable to you. And it's making the ordinary day-to-day tasks feel more alive. Okay, my next question, you know what, actually this card is standing out to me. It's the 10 of Visions popping out at the bottom of the deck with these 3 unicorns all together. And I think that your insight has always come more like first and foremost from observation and maybe like that intrinsic study first. You've always had a very wise, like old soul, but now you're starting to see how that is manifesting for you in the physical. And the people around you are starting to almost like come to you and appreciate you. You know, it is so funny. I just saw 11/11 in the last 3 videos. I've like looked up right at that time. And I think that this is like a time where you might feel a little bit like you're in a liminal space, a little bit like you're in between, on the bridge, in the doorway, at the threshold. And that time, I don't think that you're rushing it anymore. Like maybe in the past you would have been like I have to get to my next destination super quickly. It's kind of like when you're traveling and you're just like annoyed at the fact that you're traveling, but instead of being like trying to get rushed to your next destination, trying to just like get the travel day over with, you're kind of just slowing down and enjoying the scenery and appreciating the path that you're on, because you're realizing that that's part of your experience too. It's like the difference between a day of flying versus like a road trip. You're going on your road trip, or it's a day of like an intentional walk versus like just walking to get somewhere. Like, oh, I need to just like run over to the grocery store to pick up some stuff. And it feels like there is still a bit of impatience or like a compulsion to rush that like might arise, but you're getting so much more patient with that part of you. So much more like it kind of feels like that part is like this little baby unicorn right here, and you're like, oh, okay, like welcome to welcome to our fold. Come settle down on this beautiful little meadow and enjoy. It's okay that you are still practicing the art of doing nothing. It's a practice. And like maybe there's a part of you that is like more of the ancient old soul part of you that's like, I was made for this. I'm so good at this. And then there's the like younger part of you that's like, we gotta hurry up. And they may have been doing a bit of a tug of war, but now that this part is joining these parts and feeling like it's a part of the community, a part of the tribe, and it's okay that it gets impatient. It's okay that it gets excited to go somewhere, wherever it is that you're going next. But it's like you're settling down on the grass, telling this part, the story of how you got where you are, and that you are going to really just why is that the word? Salivate. Yeah, I mean, it's like when you can smell the cookies as they're baking, and like sometimes those parts of the process of baking something are the best parts, like the anticipation, the build up, the simple intimacy of the near touch. If you can name that show, then we are best friends. And you're truly just sinking in to the earth, letting it hold you. Okay, let us pray. Okay. I have one more question before the sun fully sets over here. It's so beautiful. The sky is like pink and lovely. The question is, when that impatient part of you jumps up and might give you some of those like compulsions to start running or getting ahead of yourself, or like give you those guilt programs that are like, you should be doing more, get off of your butt, or you're lazy, or you're procrastinating, or whatever. What are some things that you can do to just give that part of you some love, and also know maybe when it is time, like when it is time to get up, so that part can be soothed. Okay, we have 2. We have 3 of challenges. Oh, we have 3. Okay. We'll go over these quickly because we don't have a ton of time. Weaver of spells. And 5 of challenges. Okay. So, yeah. The 3 of challenges has this man weeping, and then there are 2 people in the background. And then the 5 of challenges has this like kind of rugged man. Even his stick looks like he's like fully pulled a tree from the earth. Maybe he's an ent. And I think that what these are conveying, like this 3 of challenges, is that they're like, it's okay for you to experience that grief, and you don't have to just immediately be like, go away, shoo, woo, bye, get out of here. so long, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Allow it to be there. Allow it to say its piece and exist, kind of like in this one, but bring it into the fold. And there might be, this reminds me of in, ¿cómo se llama? The show with all of the fairy tales. But it's like Hansel and Gretel, and then their father can't find them. So I think that sometimes this part feels misplaced. This part of you that feels like very rushed and like it's no longer going to belong because everybody else is ahead. Everybody else is like, it's going to be left out. And I think that it's okay for you to acknowledge that. It's okay for you to feel that sense of like, yeah, I mean, like the book was saying, that there is a bit of sacrifice in solitude. There's a bit of sacrifice in being the one who takes things slowly and does things differently than other people. But I also think that what you're doing is really strong and brave, and there will actually be people who show up and want your wisdom. And this card, the Weaver of Spells, is like making me think that there is a magic that's happening in this season of your life right now, whether you can see it all the time or not. And under the surface of the calm or the quiet, the moments of rest, the moments when you may feel really uncomfortable in the quiet, you are weaving your spells, you're creating a quilt of your full story, like back to the beginning, what we were talking about of honoring all of your seasons, that all of those layers of your story are really going to become the foundation of like the next chapters of your life. That, like, let's say that you are creating rituals right now of stillness and being able to like just sit with yourself, that will then play into the way that, like, let's say you really want to have a relationship with somebody or become a parent or to like build a company or to like literally do anything like that. Those skills, those things that you're working on right now are going to serve you so well in all that you want to do. And it's okay that it's uncomfortable and that it feels slow, or that your process doesn't look the same as everybody else's. So those are the messages that I have for you before we lose all the light. Thank you so much for being here. If this has resonated with you, I would love to work with you on a personal level. If you're interested, check out the links below. I have a few personal sessions each week. Thanks so much. Love you. Bye.